Hello. Oy. Starting out for the day. Ugh. Meh. Where am I? Your vision should return to you soon. I can't remember the voice I gave Ando. Who are you? What's going on here? Cute. What kind of trick mirror is this? And just who are you anyway? My name is Ando. What? You've heard of me? Some of the villagers in Portorania mentioned you. You're supposed to be dead. I am dead. I have been dead for nearly 60 years. No, I was told Stroud and Stoic destroyed you. Where are you now? Well, I'm afraid that the rumors of my destruction were greatly exaggerated. Those two blowhards knocked me into a pool of holy water. It was quite painful, and I will admit I thought my days on Celeste were over. However, I drifted through the church's waterways into a stream outside. There I was saved by someone investigating the area. Who? Middle-aged fellow. He works for some sort of merchant. My Arcadius. They were good enough to retrieve my coffin and allow me to recuperate. I'm not sure how much time passed while I got my strength back. And I see that I am being moved back here to Fort Drake. I was saved by someone working for Don Kovok. Yes, I believe that was the gentleman's name. He has already instructed me on how to repay him. I bet he has. Well, I'm not staying around here any longer. What's your hurry? You've already been dead for 2 days. What else could you possibly have to do? What? Must I explain it further? You are a vampire now. That is why you cast no reflection. Look at your hands if you don't believe me. Don't they seem a bit pale? No. Ah, beautiful. I live for that kind of terrified realization. No, can't be undead. I don't feel any different. Not yet, you don't. But what did you expect? Did you think you would become a mindless monster? Of course you did. But where's the suffering in that? That is the true curse of Archon. You know that aside from a few little things like a heartbeat, you're still the same person. Yet everyone you know and everyone you will ever meet shall look at you as nothing but an abomination. Why? Why have you done this to me? Why? The simple answer is because I was thirsty. However, I have a particular affinity for biting people like you. A young woman who prey on the worst instincts of young men, leading them away from their futures and casually tossing them aside afterwards. More than anyone else, they deserve to know what suffering is, have their own future taken from them. To spend eternity shunned and threatened by a society they were once part of. You're insane. You don't know anything about me. You knew magic. What is your name? I'm Gabriella Robin. A robin? This is better than I could have imagined. You can't possibly hope to use holy magic now. Even your pitiful god has abandoned you.
That does it. You can't keep me here.
We shall see. So soon. Well done.
What did I just do?
That ability is one of many you have now, though there are several terrible disadvantages. For one, you will never set foot in the sunlight again unless you want to be reduced to a smoking pile of ash.
Holy. Be quiet. Can't listen to you anymore. You've ruined my life. Why give me pointers now?
Nearly all vampires are killed within days because they don't fully understand the nature of their transformation. You should thank me. As I was saying, of course, you will need to find yourself some blood if you mean to survive.
No, I'll never do that. I'll never be like you.
Where are you off to? Back to your insipid family of bigots? You have no family now, Gabriella. You have no friends. The one called Kovac has instructed me to meet him in argatel. That is where you can find me once you see firsthand the true nature of the living. They always insist on finding out the hard way. Hopefully she will at least survive the journey. That would be a nice change. Did it work?
Yep, you'll be able to get holy water from this spring for quite a while.
That's amazing. You did it so easily.
It's only a blessing. It was one of the first things I was taught.
Good work, though I'm not sure how much use we'll get out of it. Think you could cook up some water that only hurts humans? That would be more useful.
Water that hurts humans? Give me a break, B-Man. You would want to come up with something like that.
Non-humans, fool.
Let's take a few bottles. Good to be prepared for anything. And it will help me relax during our patrol this evening.
I already told you that we don't have to patrol. We need to be rested because we're going to Argatel tomorrow. That's a busy town. We're trying to track down this Cole Marin fellow, correct? That won't be easy. I think this whole thing stopped being easy a while ago, Gino.
Here we are. 3 bottles of holy water. We can take more if anyone has more containers.
Should be more than that. So, where is Cade today? This whole thing was his idea back when Andal was still causing trouble.
Yeah, you would think he'd want to see this.
He's easily distracted lately.
Pass me another one of those, will you?
Sure. Yeah, glad I ran into you, matey. How's it going, Bubba?
Is this a friend of yours?
Yeah, Auburn, meet Bubba.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Well, now, a fine-looking woman you got here, Cade. Okay, Bubba, but I gotta ask you this. How does she look when you're sober?
Are you for real?
Bubba, what were you going to tell me before? Oh, I was just gonna tell you that I'll be out of town for a while. Seeing some old friends. Vicky wants to be having a pint with old Bubba. You're gonna have to be waiting a few days.
Thanks for the heads up. Have a good time.
Carriage leaves any minute. I'll be seeing you.
To be honest, I thought your other friends were a bit strange. I realize now that I haven't seen anything yet.
Oh, Bubba, you're so clueless.
Although while we're on the subject of leaving town, I have some bad news.
What's going on?
Kovac's going to try to open another store since he got beaten back in Pelton. He became even more determined to get another one set up. This one will be in Argatel.
Really? Argatel. How long do you think you'll be out there?
Well, Kavik is thinking of making that place his new permanent residence.
What? But...
He's just tired of this place. Specifically, he's tired of Shroud and Stoic. He would never admit it, but they have him really rattled. All the conflict is getting him in trouble with some of his backers.
His backers? Tell me more.
Not much to say. They're just donors who he partnered with a long time ago.
Well, why do you have to go too?
Because I'm his bodyguard. I don't know if you've ever been there, but Argatel is a big city. It can be unpredictable.
So I guess all that talk about breaking away and starting your own life didn't count for much.
Hey, don't make smart-ass comments when you don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, I'm sorry. Just, what's gonna happen with us?
I don't know.
Damn it. Back from abroad, eh? How have you been?
Can't complain. Any changes here?
Not sure why I come here anymore, but I guess. Cade, did you custom make a suit of armor for someone from Parton?
Yeah. That guy came in months ago and made the order. Never picked it up though.
He came while you were gone. I left the gold he gave me in that chest over there. You might as well have it.
Are you sure? You might be able to use that down at the store.
No, lad. That's not nearly enough. The only way I could realistically get this place back to business would be if Equipment King suddenly decided to shut down.
Who knows? That still might happen.
I ain't holding my breath. You take care for now. Oh, there you are. You missed all the excitement. We finally got something worthwhile out of that whole new spring, thanks to Laurel.
Oh, that's good, I guess.
You okay, man?
Yeah, I'm just in a funk right now. Guess that's great news, Gino. Glad we finally did it.
Sometimes the best cure for what ails you is a good night's sleep. Hopefully you'll feel better before we leave.
I'm sure. I'll meet you by the carriage tomorrow.
Going to bed soon. Probably smart.
Okay, come out, Laurel. The coast is clear. Of course it is. There's nobody out here.
Or so it seems.
You know, you really should listen to Stoic once in a while. He's been around for a long time and he's very smart.
He's so smart. Why he and Shroud leaving the town unprotected? They won't live up to their duties. That leaves only the Baron.
How did I let you talk me into doing this? I'm going home.
late for a stroll, isn't it?
Oh, do excuse me. I suppose it was ill-advised for me to attempt to garner some information so late in the evening.
I suppose it was.
I have a query. Might you be able to approximate where I can locate the costume vigilantes known as Shroud and Stoic?
Shroud and Stoic? Yeah, I know those guys. I'm the Baron.
Oh, most impressive. However, I was specifically instructed to convey a message to them.
Okay, I'll find them. Laurel, are you still out here?
Guys, wake up! There's someone out here looking for Shroud and Stoic.
What? Laurel, this had better be a matter of life and death. Well, we're up now. Let's get out there. You know, those abilities of hers make me really uneasy. We know she could be reading our minds constantly. She already knows who we are. There's no need to worry. Yeah, maybe. Let's go. Here we are. What is your business?
Shroud and Stoic. At last, I have uncovered you. I have an urgent message from Relenia.
Relenia? Please continue.
In his infinite wisdom, King Arthur Bane of the Owls quietly established months ago what he called a Justice Commission. It was their task to accumulate information about the conduct of Equipment King's staff during the period in which they were establishing the store. The report has concluded, and the results are quite startling. The Owls and Relenia know of your battle against Equipment King, and felt that having your own personal copy of the data would help a great deal.
Wow. Yeah, you bet it would. Do we have time to go there? Relenia is on the way to Argatel. It won't take long to stop here and pick up a copy. Thank you, miss.
It was my pleasure.
This is great news.
There's something odd about that woman. Can't figure out what it is.
He seemed extremely educated, especially for a messenger. I guess that's just part of growing up in Relenia. Alright, I guess that was worth waking up for. Seems like we're done now. Back to bed? Nice job, Pilk. Thank you. I was quite pleased with it myself. And that should get them out of the way long enough to spring the others. Indeed, though judging from what the skeleton said they were already planning to depart, perhaps this was an unnecessary venture. No, I don't think so. That report will help them do some damage to Equipment King, so it was definitely worth it. You truly are disgusted with them. Of course. I prefer traditional theft, not theft dressed up in some ridiculous outfit of civility. In any case, an excellent two-part plan. I thought so too. Now let's be off. By tomorrow night they shall be long gone. Morning, guys. Damn, Cade, you look terrible. Oh, that might have something to do with the fact I feel terrible. Our female informant friend cost me a good night's sleep. You can't see it on my face, but I didn't sleep very well either. Don't get on my nerves too much today if you can help it. Carriage leaves pretty soon. Let's go to Laurel's new apartment here and get her. Is she then?
Good morning.
Morning. You enjoying your new surroundings? This was Rana's room, right?
That's her name. I was curious as to who she was. There are strong feelings all over this room.
Strong feelings. That's one way of putting it. That means you can sleep at night. Huh? But what does that mean, Kate? I thought Rana was a nice girl. No more chatter. With this Relenia trip added to our schedule, we can't afford to waste time. Gino coming again? Oh, for sure. Been a great help, and I think he's really enjoying the chance to travel.
Tell him to meet us at the carriage. Shall we be off?
Gonna need a minute or two here. Interrupt again in a minute. top of the morning, y'all. I'm ready to go when you are.
Hello again. Y'all are becoming my best customers. Ready today.
First we're going to Relenia, and once we're done there, we would like to continue on to Argatel. Hey, the good lady, Finley.
This should cover it. You guys have to help pay for whatever else we have to get. Thanks. Now let's be getting along. Hopefully we won't
Get it, do you?
stick it, man.
What the hell happened there?
What's to get, man? She's an argatel. We're going there too. Why are you upset? Well, I'm going to go into town and let them know that we'll be driving through on our way to Argatel. Have someone come take care of the horses as well. I love this city, so take all the time you need. We'll leave for Argatel any time. Thank you.
Now that she's gone, I can answer your stupid question. None of us can be seeing her in Argatel if we're going to be on the job. We got lucky in Boral, Auburn never saw us in costume. That's not a risk I'm willing to take a second time.
I can tell you're still wondering whether you should tell her who you are. Do you think that's a good idea?
Laurel, don't. I'll answer that question. No. It's too risky, and somewhere in his lovesick head he has enough sense to know that.
Let's just find this commission so we can get out of here. Wait.
What?
They're not expecting Cade and Bones. They're expecting Shroud and Stoic.
She's right. I guess we'll have to get into costume.
I suppose I'll head over to my friend Kenneth's place. He's a blacksmith who works here in town.
You know, are there any towns you don't have a friend working in?
Not sure. I bet if we keep traveling, we'll find one eventually. Take care for now, everyone.
There goes a popular man. No kidding. Guess we better throw these costumes on.
I think it's nice that the Galleon leader's trying to make amends with us. Would you prefer they just ignore what happened?
I don't like how Gallia's chairman keeps sending guards here to help out. His heart is in the right place, but it's so offensive after the war. Personally, my favorite color is black.
Tell you, man, Ro uses two swords.
What are you talking about? A true swordsman knows there is more power in using one sword.
Hey, Stoic, you use swords. What do you think on this matter of dual wielding versus a single sword?
I think it is important to experiment. Both styles have their own benefits, and you should choose the one that works best for you.
See, told you dual wielding is better. You even listening? You obviously was talking about single swords.
Talking to myself.
Telling you, man, a pro uses two swords. What are you talking about? True swordsman knows there is more power using one sword. Blech.
Equipment King, there's no chance in hell I'm setting foot in there.
Stoic. Oh, is that really you?
In person.
Were you going to say in the flesh? Not quite, man.
Cretin.
You're an inspiration to all those without flesh, sir. Really uncanny. People have been nicer to me because they have heard stories about you. Your deeds are helping undead all over the world.
I'm delighted to hear that. Thank you.
Thank you. Keep up the good work. The river completely encircles Relenia and acts as something of a natural moat. It is our only protection that has survived.
I went a room upstairs. This is never dull, that's for sure.
Sheesh, I never should have married a human. They do everything so freaking slow. I'm starving.
Sheesh, I work and I stay all day long, and for what? Nag, nag, nag. I think elves would be patient with those long lives for Arcadius' sake.
Hey, don't be going up there.
Old Stoke. I didn't mean to. I didn't realise it fell into my pocket. You gotta believe me.
What are you talking about?
Wait, so you're not here to arrest me? No. Should we? Of course not. I'm a good citizen. Feel free to go about your business anytime now.
Most of the reconstruction has been put on the western end of the city. That's why the other half has come to be known as the Old District.
Found your way over, eh? Kenneth's got some great material here. I've already been hard at work. Have a look. Hey, how are you? I'm Kenneth, and this here is my shop. Glad to meet you. We're armor smiths ourselves, and Gino usually takes care of our weapons. Always nice to see fellow craftsmen. Likewise, how's business out here? Can't complain. My shop's got a quirk, though. I collect rare armor from other areas and sell them here in town. Definitely welcome to have a look at the goods. Much appreciated. Hey, I owe you for bringing Gino down here. Haven't seen him for ages. You like recipes? Be sure to check them all out so you remember them later. You get the urge to do some crafting. Every little bit adds up. That's the way to argatel. Do.
Wow, it's Shroud and Stoic. Can you guys sign my notebook?
Sure. Hey, what about me? Don't you want my autograph?
Who are you?
Kids can be so cruel. There you go, little buddy.
Awesome, thank you. Is it true what they say about human men? Trust me, human men are overrated. You elves just have a forbidden fruit complex about it. Whoa, Shroud and Stoic coming into my shop. Can't believe it. What can I get you?
Nothing. Like the old item store better. Had more room, but I guess when you're in the middle of a huge rebuilding operation, you have to cut costs somewhere. I saw the strangest thing the other night. A young girl with such pale skin ran through town as fast as she could. Can't figure it out. Wow. Shroud and Stoic. What an honor to meet you. Thank you, friend. What do you do for a living? I work to help rebuild the city. Been ages since I first came down here. 15 years, I'd say. I just heard about all the elves. About what all the elves were going through. I felt a tremendous calling to come and help. It's been hard work, but we have accomplished a great deal. We crafted new roads through town, blocked off the crumbling areas which could be dangerous, and built many new homes and businesses for the people here.
That's a great thing. You should be very proud.
Something I realized after Gallia's reign was that it was so important for all of us survivors of all races to come together and try to make a better life. Recently you've been a great inspiration to me. To hear stories about a human and a skeleton working together on behalf of good gives me hope. I may be a hard worker, but I'm not a hero like you guys.
I think people around here would say otherwise.
Thank you. That means a lot to me.
I wonder what my husband will think of this old elven dress I bought today. If I don't get ample compliments, someone is sleeping in the bushes tonight. Hi.
You know what I understand. I understand this. I understand 6 years in the quarry. That's all I need to understand. All the destruction you can still see in the city. People bring their families to gawk at it like we're some kind of tourist attraction. Makes me sick.
He's trying to get me to go into business with him, but I have doubts.
I'm telling you, you could make a fortune selling those horns. They grow back, don't they? Treacherous terrain this way. We follow this path too long and we'll be stuck in a huge mountain range. Let's stay in town for now. Ugh, well, I knew that was coming. Fuck. It's not always easy being a human in this town, but Sandra and I thought a place so rich in history and culture would be good for our daughter.
I read that the elves live 10 times longer than humans. We got hosed, man.
Oh, well, way out the back.
I don't have elf ears, but I thought cat ears were close enough. I like to fit in.
I'm not sure if Arthur Bain was the best choice to be the king. He's just hard to read sometimes. Better to have a leader who inspires more trust. I guess I don't know much. I'm not an elf after all. I don't live here. I'm just here to visit. But hey, I got a right to my opinion, you know?
Can't believe it. Shroud and Stoke.
Stoke? I'll be damned. It's been ages. Where? How have you been, my friend? Been excellent. What brings you out here? You don't know? You got your message. Message? What message?
Oh dear.
Ah, that's her.
Do I know you?
Who? Harry? Must be mistaken. I can't be letting her leave town. He's been too much help here in the office.
He's right. I've never even been to Porterania.
What the hell? Well, what was this message? We were told you put together a report on Equipment King and were going to give us a spare copy. Really? I hadn't thought of that. And it's quite a good idea. I have heard of your clashes with those crooks.
We can get you a copy, but not right away. Hopefully we can have it done by tomorrow morning at least.
That's so odd, but at least you're on the level. Tell me more about the report. We wanted to do something like this ever since Don Cormac decided he was going to try and open a store here. All these strange incidences going on. Around that time just seemed too convenient for him. We waited until he and his entourage left Porterania before we started the study. I'm amazed you're able to do this without risking your safety. Oh, it wasn't as hard as you might think, especially after having lived through Galva's reign. Equipment King may have a far reach, but they are hardly omniscient. Back in those days, just talking sense was punishable by death. This wasn't nearly as scary by comparison. How did you get the information? Old-fashioned detective work, my friend. Interviews with witnesses to the events make up most of it.
It's worked out well for us. With this and Marin's information, we'll have more than enough evidence.
Marin? As in Cole Marin? You know him? Know him. He came into town to help us. And the plot thickens. So how did that man come to know so much about this anyway? He went undercover with an occult called the Hand. Perhaps you've heard of them. Yeah, you might say that. You would not believe the stories he has. He was with them for a full year and retired to write his book. How in the name of Arcadius is he still alive? Oh, he's a crafty old geezer. That one, sharp as the sword of elven kings. During the time he was undercover, he wore his hair long and grew a full beard. In addition to that, he put a small stilts on in his shoes to make him appear taller than he actually was. Once he was done with the Hand, he cut his hair, shaved his beard and went back to his regular height. Even with all that, he still makes himself nearly impossible to track down.
We heard he was in Argatel.
That may be right. We talked about that place a lot while he was there. Here. So, you'll have a copy of the report ready for us by tomorrow then.
Guess we'll have to find something to do until then.
I want to head over to their palace. I'm sure King Bane would be thrilled to meet you. King Bane? You know, I'm surprised they didn't make you King Weir. Well, some people seem to like that idea. I'm not so sure. In the long run, it was better than a younger and more visionary elf like him won out. I'm better off with something like this.
Thank you for doing this.
My pleasure. We'll get started right away. In the meantime, enjoy your stay in Millennia. And be sure to tell your friends. You can use a little more attention these days. I'll talk later. It was good to see you again. Same here, Stoic. So, who was that guy, Stoic? During the wars against Gallia, Will was Queen Arania's ambassador to the rebellion within the city. He handled communications between them for months. While she gathered her forces.
Must have been pretty effective if he had a shot at being king. Queen Arania had no children when she died. There was no clear line of succession. Several high-ranking officials expressed interest in the throne.
Good to see you know your stuff, bud. Having you around should save me a lot of talking. Still, I didn't know much about this Bane fellow, but if Weir believes trust in him, that's good enough for me.
The thing with the messenger was so weird. The person I talked to looked just like that elf chick. And there was something very odd about that messenger, but I wasn't able to pinpoint what it was.
Pilk. Shit, he walked right into that.
Pilk? Who is that?
Don't you remember the story I told you on the way to Polton? I seem to recall he fell asleep during that story. Pilk is a Lodite who can change his appearance.
You're not ringing a bell.
He's one of the Tautons.
Transformative magic. Of course, I should have realized it then. It's just such an obscure discipline.
His intelligence is dangerous. I'm sure he came here and chose to impersonate that woman specifically. But now we can't stop them from escaping again. They'll wreak havoc all over Port Arania.
They may not.
What?
It was strange that they came into town to begin with. It was so far from their territory. First it was only Morais and his tiger that we had to deal with. The one that likes to rob banks.
How did you... Alright, well, yeah. He robbed the bank and we threw him in jail. A few others came and tried to get him out of there. But they couldn't resist trying to rob people at Kovok's party.
Yeah, a chance to stick it to the rich man. We can only hope with Kovok out of town and no longer a target, they'll choose to return to the forests.
But there's no way we can be sure of that.
Even though we were fooled, the tip he gave us was legitimate. If you think about it, we owe him.
No, we will not be doing favours for those miscreants.
No favours, but we do have to prioritise right now. In the grand scheme of things, what is the bigger danger, those troublemakers or the Hand? I say the Hand. Right now we have to get our copy of the report and find Colmarin.
But suppose Marias wants to rob the bank again.
Possible. This isn't an easy situation. If we go back to Port Arania now, we could lose precious time. What do you think, Laurel? I shouldn't be a part of big discussions like this. I'm not really a part of your group. I'm only here to learn.
You know them reasonably well, Shroud. If you say that they will regroup and then leave Port Arania, I can only hope that your judgment is correct.
Yeah, me too.
Sparkles is working on your copy of the report as we speak. Take this time to enjoy Brelenia, friends.
Don't worry, guys. I won't let you down. So you say someone was impersonating me in Port Arania? Very bizarre.
you don't have any immediate business here to attend to, well, the office is already pretty crowded. Great that you guys showed interest in our report. Make a big difference. Wow, what a mess. Let's stay under there. Wow, proud and stoic. I never expected you would be coming into the store. Maybe you can help me. I work here part-time and I was doing inventory this morning, and I realized that the numbers didn't match up. We sold 26 pairs yesterday, but 27 are missing. If you know anything about where it might have gone, can you tell me? I'd really appreciate it. Good luck finding it. Don't get too worried. I'm sure you guys have more important stuff to do. Feel free to go about your business anytime now. Now why would you have a pair in the same drawer as your socks? No reason. I'm going to take this back to the shop and leave you with a firm warning. Understand? Don't do this again. Yeah, for sure. Sorry. Does this belong to you? I bet it does. Nice work. It's in a sock drawer, so I don't know how good it still is. Yuck, can't sell that. That's too bad. Oh well, it's just one pair. Here guys, thanks for finding it. We appreciate you two guys helping out a little store like ours. Thanks again. Welcome to the Jogger's Retreat. Our fruit is great for restoring your strength after a workout. What can I get you folks?
Proud and stoic. It's a nice surprise to see you here in town.
Nice being here.
I've been having mixed feelings about my baby. It's right to bring a child into a world with so many problems. I am glad to see people trying to make Celeste a better place. I'm sure that you all will be fine role models.
Well, if you're looking for a name for your kid, Baron is always a good choice.
I was hoping for something rooted in Elven culture, but I'll think about it.
Just ate 5 steaks, 2 bowls of fruit for dessert.
This is much better food than I ever used to eat back in the church. I knew I was smart to come back into town.
Dude, that mask is sweet. How much do you want for it? What? It's not for sale. Hey man, don't be so hasty. He might offer you a lot for it. You can just find another one. Oh yeah, and what is he supposed to do until we get another one, fool? Just wrap the cape around your head for a while.
Sorry, sir, but the mask has personal value. I can't really put a price on it.
Sheesh. Oh, I understand. Don't worry about it. Dude, this guy is the guy. This guy is so awesome. Damn, man. Damn. Yeah, a couple of celebrities. Let's drinks on the house, guys. Welcome to the Royal Palace. If you need anything, speak with Julie. She will help you find King Dick. Locked. There's some trick to it.
Stoic, nice to see you again. King Bane is working, but I'm sure he would be delighted to see you. Please follow me. You must be elsewhere. Right here, and I shall inform him that you have arrived.
Be sure to tell him the Baron is here too. I don't think she heard me. I think the King of the Elves has more important things to worry about than if you're getting enough attention. If you ask me, this whole king business is stupid. We don't live in the Third Age anymore. Maybe not, but all this pageantry is kind of fun, I think.
You really feel royalty is antiquated, Baron.
Yeah, this must be one of the only places that still has a king. You know, it's all about mayors and councils and things like that. You guys got to get with the program. Oh, but that would not be nearly as good for my ego. Oh, Your Highness, nice to make your acquaintance. Oh, you're supposed to warn us about stuff like that?
Sorry.
Don't mind him, sir. He's a bit of an idiot. No need to be harsh on him. It is hardly the first time I've heard that point of view. However, holding on to our oldest traditions is a source of great comfort to the people, which has been all too rare. But enough of that. It is my distinct honor to meet you two, though I am unfamiliar with your friends. And this is Laurel Hargrove. He's been helping us out. And of course we have Baron, who is our sidekick. What? Good to hear. The more of you there are, the better. The stories I have heard of your battles against the Hand, as well as their foot soldiers at Equipment King, were quite stirring.
And you know the connection between the two?
Yes, I have suspected it for some time. That's why I established the commission and charged them with gathering as much information as possible.
A copy of their report is being prepared for us. We're all very grateful.
Those who care about the welfare of the elven people. That's something I thought had vanished long ago.
You're still hanging in there.
I'm not sure you truly understand how important your efforts really are. I suspect you do, Stoic. However, your younger companions may not. Come, follow me outside and see what is truly at stake as we confront this festering group of galleons. Arcadius. Interesting choice of words.
I don't understand.
Forgive me, I was momentarily lost in thought. I doubt you meant it this way, but one could argue this was done by Arcadius.
What do you mean?
Perhaps I've said too much. Nonsense. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. We elves are as old as Solst itself. People have always called us the favourites of Arcadius. But look at what has been done to us. done by uneducated barbarians who claim they had his will on their side. We called them mad when we first heard their rhetoric, yet they managed to destroy a kingdom which had stood strong for untold centuries. Arcadius did nothing. We are told that his will is just so mysterious to us that we could never hope to comprehend his whims. That was good enough for me for most of my life, but now I grow tired of that excuse. Even Perdita was once known to act when she felt her vision of solace was in danger. Yet the god who supposedly favors us does nothing. Damn, it's depressing. It is more than simply depressing, friend. The entire kingdom of Reli is experiencing what can only be described as a spiritual crisis. Restoring a destroyed city is hard work, but it can be done. Restoring a destroyed faith, that's another matter entirely. If there's anything we can do to help before we continue on, please tell us. As a matter of fact, there is. But now is not the time. The sun will be going down soon and I grow tired. I shall instruct the servants to direct you to your quarters. Wow, you're going to let us stay here? Indeed. Now let us leave.
I would like to stay behind for a moment, to pay my respects.
Certainly. Laurel, what's the matter?
What do you think is the matter? Look around you, Finley. Supposed to be some kind of defender of Arcadius, but you said all those things, and I can't argue with any of it.
Well, nobody expects you to try and start an argument with him. He's been through a lot. People who are hurt usually say things they don't mean.
Don't be stupid. And every word. I'm sorry. Just don't know what to do. Could anyone working on behalf of Arcadius move forward after seeing this? Hearing something like that. This is what the Sunny wanted for me. Lily too. My faith is not strong enough to deal with this.
But you don't have to believe in anything if you don't want. It's up to you.
What do you believe?
Me? That's not important.
Want to know, please.
I just think you should do what you can to try to be successful. Be good to your friends and family and stuff like that. I figure Arcadius probably thinks those things are important.
I wish it was so simple.
Yeah, I'm a simple man. Most other people I meet aren't though. That kind of sucks.
Cold. Going inside.
Okay. So, where's Laurel? I think she finally went to her room to sleep, but she's really upset. Don't blame her. I'm still shaken up myself. Go talk to her. Me? Why? 'Cause you're better with words than I am. Plus, she thinks you don't like her. You try to cheer her up, that might make a big difference. I don't dislike her. She's alright. It's real touching, man. Sorry, but I'm not good for this one. Truth is, I pretty much agree with the king. No priest can justify something like what we saw. I try not to even think about those spiritual questions if I can help it. I'm responsible for doing good in the world. Not rely on any god. Still, someone should talk to her. Bones, she really respects you. You should do it. She doesn't deserve to be hurt like that. She's just a sweet young girl. I'll see what I can do.
Guys, enough. I'll be fine. Let's just get some sleep.
Okay, that's about the most awkward thing ever. Now what about we do what she said? Yeah.
Maybe we should do this when the sun is up.
Unwise. Most elves here are very familiar with fauna in this area, and what it can be used for. I don't want to risk anyone becoming suspicious.
I think someone may be sleeping in that carriage over there.
Don't trouble yourself with it. We won't wake anyone up.
I can't see anything. Are you sure the flowers you're looking for are over here?
Ah, here they are. It can be difficult because their stems are much shorter than the other plants right here. You grab these and I will fetch all the ones over in this area.
Help! It's thorns.
Oh yes, I forgot to mention that. Do be careful.
I hope that you are being properly rewarded for all this.
That library they have assembled at their base was more than worth it. There are historical records there that Gallia sealed centuries ago, and have not seen the light of day since. I would never have been able to read those volumes had I not agreed to aid them. I'm told they have more in other locations. Pity that they will be done with us before too long.
What happens when we finish?
Then, my dear, then we move on to the exploits I am really excited about. Finally, those guards are weak, but they refuse to give up.
Thanks for the save, fearless leader. I say we rest up and hit the bank. Why don't you ever learn? Your attempts to filch money from that establishment are a large part of the reason we have encountered so much trouble in this town. What he said. But there's money. Give it up, Marias. Let's just get back to the hideout before we're found again. The hideout's stupid. Nothing there anymore.
Nonsense. It has been our home for years. I think he's right. Pickings have been rather slim these days.
Would have never come to Port around here at all if there was something there to keep me busy. It's so boring.
Perhaps that is true. We have always valued our freedoms in this group, and that includes the freedom to seek out new territory if we see fit.
But do you think we should relocate without Grinfreck?
I did not force that fool to leave. It was his own arrogance and never-ending need for attention.
Indeed. He left not long after it had become abundantly clear that his continuous belligerence and petty insults had become tired. Yeah, forget him. Let's just hit the road.
I have this feeling that we will find him eventually. But for now, let us seek greener pastures.
Oh, we really can't get the bank first?
No, don't ask. Do not ask again.
One that got away. Did you all sleep well?
Very well, thank you.
Majesty wishes you to join him for breakfast. The chefs are preparing a meal now. Come to the throne room whenever you're ready. My break starts now. Hopefully you don't need me to lead you to the throne room again.
A nice rousing game of check every grave. secret item, get! Is that the only thing? Wow, should be illegal for something to taste this good. Rub it in, Shroud.
Said there was something you would like us to help you with, Your Highness.
Yes, and something I've been conflicted about for some time. But now that you have arrived, I think it can be taken care of with ease.
What is it?
A necromancer has taken up residence in the old section of town. A necromancer.
Is there an echo in the room?
The sound of your neck snapping will echo all over town if you make another comment like that, ingrate.
Goodness, Stoic.
I've been unsure about how to address this matter because he has done nothing to suggest he is a threat.
But why would a necromancer even want to settle here? Even if your people aren't as spiritual these days, they still must harbor a distrust of that practice.
Yes, indeed they do. That is why I've kept this a secret. I did not want to risk some kind of violent skirmish. However, there are thousands of elves buried in this area.
Why do you keep losing connection? Doesn't mean.
It's okay, bud.
Why'd you keep calling her Bud? She's a girl.
Must everything be fully explained to you?
His name her after a flower. She's young. Her blood's. Bud is a young flower. Oh, I get it.
I apologize, Stoic. I truly meant no disrespect. No need for that. This is a hard life, and those who die bravely in battle against Galia do not deserve it.
And you want us to investigate this necromancer and make sure he's not up to anything shady?
Precisely.
Right, let's go.
Not so fast. I prefer you waited until nightfall. The quieter we keep this whole excursion, the better it is for everyone.
What will you do if we find that he really is harmless?
Somehow I doubt that, but I will deal with it when the time comes. Personally, I hope he does give us trouble. Beating up a necromancer is a rare privilege. I can understand your point of view, given what I know of your history. Oh, and before I forget, take this spare key to my quarters. You will find useful items there, including a key that will allow you access to a passage under the fountain in the city. It leads to tunnels we constructed during the wars. I'm positive the necromancer is prowling down there. It's starting to get dark now. Let's make sure we're prepared and then go to the old district of town. As an aside, what does... Revives all eyes from death with fire. Oh my god. Okay. Stoic? What, Lorna? You on patrol? Yeah, I'm actually a Galleon soldier. I'm serving here as part of an outreach program Chairman Alani came up with. Hopefully it will help the elves trust us.
That's very brave.
Oh, it ain't nothing too special, miss. I'm just trying to make a living and hopefully help people out, you know. It may take a while, but I'm sure the elves will warm to you. What are you guys doing in town, in the dead of night? We're investigating a necromancer in town. We got a pretty good idea of where he is now. Necromancer, huh? Hadn't heard of that. Kept it quiet. Try not to spread it around. Well, I won't. But I wonder if it has anything to do with that weird empty house in the old district. I hear strange noises coming out of there sometimes. Brought it to King Bane's attention, but he never made up his mind as to how he wanted to handle it. The king told us where to find the necromancer, but it wasn't there. I wonder what it is then. Anyway, do you want me to lend a hand? Thank you, but no, I don't want to put you in danger. So many amazing stories about you two. Probably don't need me at all, but don't be afraid to ask for backup if you need some. I'll keep that in mind. Keep up the good work. Good luck out there. Now to insert the key here. Let's check the other sides. Looks like someone is was living in here. They must have gotten ahead of themselves. Can we please leave him in one of these jail cells?
They may not have their heads, but they are conscious and sense the dark magic sustaining them.
Well, they won't bother us just sitting there like that. Let's keep moving. I don't think this guy is going to be much of a conversationalist without his head. You found a jump. I wonder if there's another way around. If bars weren't here, we could probably crawl under. Look. What is up with this room? Someone obviously doesn't want to see us progressing any further. What are we supposed to do? Well, there's no way we're getting over there unless we want big holes in our feet. This from a guy who scaled that ice wall by himself. We've gotten past worse than this. There's always some way to get around. Yeah, I guess. Right now I'm drawing a blank.
What about the skeletons in that other room?
I don't know how much help they can be without their heads. Can't even talk.
Maybe that's what we should be looking for.
They might also attack us if we put them back together. Don't forget we're dealing with a necromancer here. We may have to take that risk. We're not going anywhere like this. Oh! What was that? Sounds like it came from the west corridor. Hey! Said that. Look up here! Thank God, Arcadius, you're here. Who are you and how the hell did you end up over there?
My name is Locke.
and you can blame those pack rats for that. They ran off with my head when I was sleeping. I'll grab anything that isn't tied down. You guys gotta help me get back to my soldiers. Get me back to my shoulders. There. Hey man, we got necromancers to deal with. Why should we mess around in here? I don't know. Hero's code or something? Isn't that what you guys are wearing, those goofy masks? That'll help, but after we put you back on straight, we could use some help ourselves. Anything, just get me out of here.
What's your plan?
Grab the skull with my wind magic and try to steer it out of there. Thanks for saving me. Now just take me back to my body and we can get to business. Here's my body. It's the one sitting at the top part of the table. Ah, much better. Suppose I could ask you for another favour. This is the part where you're supposed to help us. Oh well, but I don't make any decisions without the rest of my group. As you can see, they're all in the same situation I was. So you won't help us until we track down their heads too. Hope it's not too much trouble. You owe us big for this. And I didn't sign up for this hero business to be some errand boy for these headless wackos. Don't like it any more than you do, Baron, but we don't really have any other option. Back to headhunting. Oh there. Are you here to rescue me? As a matter of fact, we are. Your friend Locke sent us here to look for you. Good to hear he has his head screwed on right. I am stopped, by the way. That tight while I magic you over here. Save me. I've been stuck there much longer I would have cracked. One at a time then. Okay. Here's my body. Someone sitting at the right side of the table. Thanks a bunch, but it looks like we're still missing one head. It's not too much trouble. Could you go and search for him? It's about time. I had to watch these rats run around in circles to keep myself sane. Oddly mesmerizing. Your friends Locke and Stock sent us to find you. And you must be? DSB. I forgot which each letter stands for, though So, are you going to help me get out of here or not? Smoking barrel. Oops. And to keep going straight down. You guys are really top notch. Thanks for the hasty rescue. Yeah. Sorry for the rudeness earlier. This has been an out-of-body experience. Can everyone just stop with the puns? That's all I ask. There's my body. It's the one with no head on it, obviously. Thanks for reuniting us. Oh, he helped you now. There. Oh, he helped you. Now, all of you put your heads together and tell us how to get past those spikes. And what you need is in the next room. You'll need a key. Let's have it then. We could give it to you, but first you have to play our new favorite game. We don't have time for that. Oh, sure you do. Won't take long at all. You're all really bored, aren't you? Lady, you have no idea. But we like you. Come on, it'll be fun. Fine, tell us about the game. Simple. We're gonna switch heads a bunch of times really fast. And you just have to keep track of where each one of us is. Guess right, and you'll get the key. Okay, everyone look carefully. Unlock. Stock. MTSB. I've already lost track. Shit. Fuck. The other fucking side. So hard to do with a tiny fucking screen to look at. Easier if I just happened to keep an eye on one of them. Of course you fucking stop. Why can't you be the other fucking one? Ugh. Fucking A, fucking A, fucking A. I can only accurately keep up with one of them. asking for the one I'm not fucking looking at. TSB, finally. You win! Here is the key as promised. Talk to one of us if you want to play again. Never, 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 never. Wow, what is this massive bin?
Oh my goodness. It's a real golem. Oh, it's so neat.
What does it do besides take up a lot of space? So far I'm not as impressed.
Are you kidding? That's so much more. I always wanted one. Okay, anyway, golems are creatures created with magic that will do the bidding of its creator. I actually tried to make one once, but I wound up just blowing up a bookshelf.
I bet Dasani loved that.
She took away my spell books for a while.
But how come it's not doing anything?
I just sit idly until it gets a command. The command usually comes from the one who created it, but sometimes it can be controlled by a remote device.
I mean, this thing? Even comes with instructions. Do we read them now? To activate the remote control, you must press E/shift. Press one of these keys again to deactivate it, and move the gun around with the arrows. Stop the gun and press spacebar or enter. To make the gun jump in place, press the A key. To make the gun spin in a circle, press S. The gun can also shoot an explosive out of its hand. The proper enhancements by pressing the D key. The golem is in one row, but you can call it into the room using the golem whistle with the W key. The golem whistle doesn't require the remote control to be active. It only works in some rooms, so beware. You can also turn on/off the golem hub by accessing the golem control from the menu. Now you are ready to enjoy yourself. Enjoy your homegrown golem to the fullest. You can always read them later if we forget how to control the golem.
Now that we have the controller, we should be able to move it by issuing orders. Issuing it orders.
Oh man, this is gonna be fun!
Yeah.
Ow, ow, ow. Blue plus purple plus red plus yellow. Oh, there we could probably crawl under. Record recipe. Yellow, purple, yellow, red, blue, purple. Oh, fuck you, game. Ugh, man. You idiots, stop fucking messing. Fucking having to heal every fucking time. It's annoying. Giants and another demonic ring. Ugh. Okey-doke. Hey, someone's getting a stew on.
No, silly, this is a classic mixing pot. If we use the right ingredients, it could help us create some enchantments. Maybe even upgrade a golem.
I hate to use another tool of that necromancer, but it may be the only way to get through this playhouse. Okay. I shouldn't have done this earlier, it would have made it easier on me. Shh. Item. Blue. Purple. And yellow. Miracle drop. Yellow. Purple. Yellow. Red. Blue. Purple. Jokes. Blue, red, red, purple, yellow, blue, purple, yellow. Yeah, we can probably... I can't fucking see where it is. That is annoying. W to whistle, but the damn thing ain't working. No. Only somehow needed it to be alright. Oh, okay. Phantom sword. Pretty empty in here.
This must be a place for major spells.
Pages of notes scribbled in here. Can we read them? Against my better instincts? Sure. Once the hair is in place, all that's needed in this is the spell itself. It would exhaust me to cast just for those practice sessions, so I've taken to substituting obsidian charms in the meantime. It's imperative that the existing seal on the altar be dissolved before I proceed any further. If I were to skip that and pour the toxins in place instead, it would be rendered useless by the lingering holy magic. Toxins will do nothing without something to focus their dark energies on. Once they are on the ground and active, I must apply the sample of hair
Wow. This is scary and powerful dark magic he's looking into. Right. Red, yellow, blue, purple, yellow, red. Doesn't see. Okay. To the house. And again, just run out there and get to the house quickly.
this is such a good combination at the start of the battle. Fucking up the enemy with every single goddamn status effect under the sun. Shame they have to screw it up by putting status effects on me. Ugh. Can't. I forget what I said. Things get rough. The guards aren't far. I know what I'm doing. Bunch.
Bye-bye, Golem.
Nothing. Yeah. Fine. Whatevs. Excuse me? Looks like not even the fairy was safe from Inscroach's trickery. The poor thing.
Oh, forget it.
Ah, so you can talk.
Yeah, but I was staging a silent protest to the fairy legislature. I swore to only communicate with grunts until I received the appropriations I asked for. This happens a lot, doesn't it?
All the time, judging from the last few we've talked to. What the hell is going on back there?
We've become the do-nothing Congress. We ask for help and we don't get jack. Jack Poopy.
Don't hold back. Let out your anger. Sometimes you gotta.
Nah, I can't bring myself to break all of our traditions, even though I feel like cussing sometimes.
But what happened?
I was having a hard time down here with all these undead creatures. I sent a request to the capital for additional vials of holy water. They just ignored me. I didn't even get a letter back saying my request was denied. They just pretend I don't exist. Why the heck am I out here risking my neck when nobody back there even cares? Now that icky necromancer screwed up my colours.
Disgraceful. If we ever get a chance to meet these fairy leaders, I'm gonna give them a piece of my mind.
Yeah, but no sense taking it out on you folks. What can I do for you? There are currently 1 treasures left.
What sense?
The thing about the undead is they're very difficult to kill. I'd focus on taking out the necromancer first before his minions.
Well now, what a surprise. I don't get many guests. Welcome, I'm the necromancer Solik Darmanus. Man, I would like nothing more than to kick this guy's butt after going through his little funhouse. At least introduce yourselves before you try something like that. There is such a thing as common courtesy after all. I'm the Baron, these are my sidekicks. Shroud, Stoic and Laurel. Back away, miscreant. I've nothing but contempt for your kind. The mighty Stoic, face to face. I truly must have earned Predator's favour. Does that bother you, priestess? Why don't you ask your god to do something about it? What are you... Easy, Baron. Let's not rush into anything just yet. You've heard of me. That means you have some idea of what I will do if you don't back away right now. But how can I? There has been such skill put into your creation all these years, and here you stand perfectly sturdy. That must be fight. I would much rather sit and hear more about your exploits. More than I already know, at least. You know nothing about me. Well, that's where you're wrong. Despite your best efforts, your long and eventful life has not gone unnoticed. There was much written about you in your early days as a skeleton. And I have read it all. Nonsense. Any historian who thinks he can simply reduce my experiences to a book is deluding himself. Well, yes and no. You'll be surprised at how detailed the accounts are, but it is missing that personal touch, that added humanity, or lack of it in your case. Is there a point to all this? There certainly is. A point beyond the capacity of your feeble mind. Okay, I take back what I said. Let's pound this guy. Not just yet. I want to see what he thinks he knows. You think you're calling my bluff, do you? Hardly. I know of your unremarkably early days, then the association with Blacksteel, your role in the Saldean Civil War, and of course, all of that terrible, nasty business with Anchor. What did you just say? I thought that might grab your attention. It doesn't stop there, my friend. You would gradually go on to fight in the rebellion against Galia with the likes of Arya Shan and Dasani Ball. Their heroism put you in the background. And you liked it that way. I'm glad you're here, because there is one nagging thing that bothers me about your life story, Stoic. You've been given a long life, a chance to see so much history unfold before your very eyes. It is more than most people, and indeed most skeletons will ever get to see. I wouldn't give for a chance like that, and yet, despite this, you constantly side with the enemies of your creator. Only a punk like you would see a life full of war and death as a gift. You read about it in your books and you think you are so wise. But you weren't there. You weren't first to watch friends and loved ones see their daring's broken by a world that seems to revolt good intentions with heartbreak. You haven't had to see every friend you have ever had grow old and die, when you had no chance but to face the future. Quite moving. Also quite irrelevant. You made no attempt to answer my question. With your skill in battle and unique longevity, you could have been a legend among all undead, if you sided against Predator, even after the Guardians killed so many in the name of Arcadius, and he did nothing to rebuke them. The necromancers of that era suffered. They had no leaders, nobody to look to. But you who fought alongside Volrath Blacksteel himself, you could have united them. You could have led the way to restoring Predator's place as the true ruler of Solest, as Arcadius's children fought and killed one another. Instead you hid yourself. You shirked the gifts she gave you. Ingrate. I should kill you right now for that mindless arrogance. Then you are welcome to try. You are strong but not invincible. With my minions and I. Power of a necromancer, you shall return as my willing servant and your friend shall join. Blech. Didn't need to make that bit automatic fucking text game. Ugh. Jesus fucking Christ. Always in the stupidest fucking places. Ugh. Ugh, I see my error now. I expected your strength, Stoic, but I perilously underestimated your companions. Thought they were merely novices you had recruited in your travels. Now I see that they will all carve themselves a place into history.
You may be right, but you won't be seeing any of those history books from your prison cell.
I may have miscalculated, but I can still win this fight. I had not used this contraption for anything in some time, I suppose.
We still have the controls, don't we?
Fiddling with those controls will do you no good. The golem will now only obey its true master.
Oh, crap. Don't do it, golem. I'm exhausted. Don't know if I can fight any longer.
All of you toughen up. We can beat this thing. Stoic, you may defeat me, but you will not defeat your fate. It is foolish for a skeleton of your caliber to ignore your duties to Perdita. It will catch up to you, and when it does, I will deal with it the same way I dealt with you. You cannot overcome all obstacles with just your brute strength until you find your true purpose. You will always be alone. By Arcadius!
Oh, I can't look.
I was hoping it would not be quite so painful.
If anyone deserves that.
Maybe not, but I'm not sorry he's dead.
What are those names? The people he mentioned. Are you really there for all that?
Doesn't matter. We're done here. Let's return to King Bane.
I'm already here. I don't understand this.
Sorry, sir, but there's still no trace of her. We may have to assume the worst. No, you fools are ready to give up so soon. She's got to be somewhere. You just aren't looking hard enough.
Father, I'm right here.
Gabriella? How can this be?
Been bitten by a vampire, Father. Only recently. There may still be time for the clerics to save me.
You lie! You lie!
Father?
My daughter is a pure young girl. She would never be tainted by one of your kind. You seek to confuse me and attack the monastery in the name of your dark goddess.
No, Father, it's really me. You have to listen.
I will listen to no more. Guards, seek this dark charlatan.
Doesn't make sense. It's like he has become another person. Since when do I know dark magic?
Oh, see, I told you. A real vampire.
Didn't think vampires could be so pretty.
Don't get too close, idiot. You want to be a late-night snack? Get away from her. She's dangerous.
Stop that! I've done nothing.
Finish her off.
What's going on? Celine, anyone can understand it's you. It's me, Gabriella. Gabriella? But what happened to you? It's true, a vampire. Someone destroy it. The vampire? Yes, but you have to listen. I'm still me. I look different and I can do weird things now, but I'm still Gabriella. You have to believe me. It's not fair. You were so smart, so dedicated. You could have gone so far. Oh, I'm still here. Don't you see? Forgive me, my friend, but I have to do what I can to save your soul.
Yeah, hit her again.
Yeah, no, wait, that was the fourth one. How could you? Fine, I'll do it. Huh? Where'd you go? How could Arcadius let this happen? Gabriella, so unfair.
Now that you have had time to recover from your battle, I hope you can give me more details on exactly what happened down there.
At this point, it's hard to be sure exactly what he was up to. Still, I doubt it was anything good.
There were several grotesque experiments in progress there. In the end, it may have been better that he is out of the picture now before it got worse.
It still doesn't sit well with me. Me neither. I get sick just thinking about it. Wish we could have found out more, but sadly we were forced to take action.
Indeed, he attacked you. You had to defend yourself. In any case, thank you for your efforts.
You are welcome. We should probably be on our way now. Really? You're in a hurry? We still need that commission report.
Ask and ye shall receive. Ah, good morning, my friend.
Good morning, sir. We just finished our own personal copy of the report. Hopefully you will find it enlightening.
Thank you, Ware. You made a big difference.
And that was always the plan. I'm going to be making more copies available if you ever need another. Just ask. Right, suppose now we really can get going. Indeed. I will contact Gino and tell him to meet us at the carriage.
Farewell, King Bane. Keep fighting the good fight for Relenia. I shall do my best. Thank you again for your help.
Hey man, no thanks necessary. It's what we do. Just one moment when we in. Bugging me. Oh, man, here we go. Probably crawl under. Should we just leave his body lying here? Doesn't seem right.
After all the times he has desecrated the dead, the last thing he deserves is a proper burial. Leave him to rot in this place.
That decision will have consequences. Looks like an exit to the outside. Too bad it's blocked off.
So that's how he was able to move in and out of Relenia so discreetly. Sneaky bastard.
The last chance. Contacted both Gino and the carriage driver. We should be here shortly.
Good. The sooner we get to Argatel, the better. Getting this report has made me eager to finish Covercloth. Yep, that and Marin's testimony should go a long way towards convincing the authorities that he belongs in jail. What's up? Someone is walking down the path towards us. She looks familiar. Yeah, who is... Oh no. What are you two going on about? Rana.
Bones, I didn't expect to see you here.
Got some nerve even talking to him after what you pulled. Cade, that's not necessary.
You lived in the room I have now in Port Aurelia.
Cade, why are you so edgy all of a sudden?
Finley,
Come, let's talk over there. You too, Laurel.
you told him, I see.
He's my best friend. Still, I did not want to at first. He goaded it out of me. Not that I don't trust him. It's just all very embarrassing.
Bones, I'm sorry for what happened.
I'll bet. What are you doing in these parts anyway?
Bunch of things, but for now I'm just picking some flowers. Some flowers. Blech.
Vague, like usual.
Wish you would forgive me. Maybe we could start over.
Don't even think about it. I'm not as furious now as I was then, but that doesn't mean I want anything to do with you. You manipulated me, and I don't take kindly to that.
But you don't understand.
Enough. I'm tired of people telling me what I do not understand. I've lived for 1,000 years for Arcadius's sake. I understand plenty.
And yes, but that's...
She did what? Keep it down. The point is, you assume that I am ignorant to some great truth that must lie in necromancy. I am not. I have seen plenty of it, and I want nothing to do with necromancers or their apprentices. Do you understand?
Bones, please. Don't want to hurt you. Really do care for you. Thought it was what you wanted.
Rana.
Don't need to hear any more. I'm sorry I upset you so much. Sorry we even met.
Yeah, you better run.
No need to feel guilty, Bones. You were more civil than you had to be.
I'm not feeling guilty.
Can't fool me.
No, I guess I can't. How's he scheming? No good.
You're a good friend.
Was that Rana who just rushed by me? What did I miss? Nothing. You all set? Ready when you are. To argatel, then. It seems that despite all of that unpleasantness in Polton, things are now running smoothly. Indeed, the people of Argatel have been very receptive to what Equipment King can offer them. Expect to open the new store within days. Good. That will put my mind at ease during our travels. Travels? Yes, I'll be going on a pilgrimage with several of my associates to lands far east of here, towards Garudia. I see. What has brought this on? Nothing for you to concern yourself with, Don. These are other hand matters with no connection to Equipment King. Fair enough. I should be able to keep things under control in the meantime. Perhaps, but I've arranged for you to have aid should the need arise. Danica will remain and function as my representative.
You'll come to me with any problems that normally would have been brought to Master Ketsu's attention.
Unprecedented. You're gaining favor within the organization, it seems.
Perhaps, but the unfortunate fate of my comrade Deacon had something to do with it as well. I still think you have not properly repented for your role in that disaster.
Duly noted. Not now, Danica. Let us keep our wits about us. We have had our trouble, but it is paramount that we keep our thoughts on the future.
Very well.
And that settles it. May Arcadius bring you and your subordinates good fortune, Tom. We shall see each other again in due time. Safe travel.
I will be checking in with you later this evening. Starting tomorrow, you are to report to me 3 times each day with details of your activities.
I doubt I can find the time, but I shall make an effort.
I suggest you do.
Miserable woman. She is rather frosty, but I must say this meeting went much better than the last several ones we have had. It's probably because I was so happy to hear he was leaving. Come, my friend, let's find some lunch.
Come on out, all of you slimeballs. You can't escape the justice of the Baron forever. No, it's him. He's found us.
What shall we do? We are totally helpless.
That's right, now surrender. No way. And eat bullets.
Come on, Baron. I know you're still my biggest fan.
No way, man. You may be a god of music, but I haven't forgotten the way you threw away my trust. Say goodbye to your holy chicks.
Not again.
I'll let him get away. If only so he'll make some more music.
Let's get him.
Yeah, time for revenge.
You'll pay for making me insecure in the presence of your superior skill. I'm a sore loser.
Silence, fools! I know you're out there.
It appears I can't evade you, Baron.
You should have known better, fiend. Now we shall have a final showdown.
Die.
Useless. The Baron is invincible.
No, how can this be?
Sorry, Sparrow, but your luck has run out.
No, I'll get you, Baron.
That should do it. You can all come out. Wow, Baron, that was amazing. You've proven yourself to be more effective a hero than I could ever hope to be.
I'm stoic, and I won't give you any credits because I'm grumpy, just for the sake of being grumpy.
You've taught me so much about the world, I can't help myself. Baron, make me a woman.
Yeah, what happened? Calm down there, Finley. The carriage just hit something.
Sparrow again?
For Arcadius' sake, I hope not.
And this Sparrow person really frightens you all.
He attacked a carriage another time while we were on it. I don't think it's him this time, though.
I'm so sorry, gracious. This is all my fault.
What happened?
You can get so lost in the scenery out here. I wasn't watching the road when went right over that rock back there. Oh dear. No need to be worrying. I always carry my tools with me. I'll have it fixed in a few hours. In the meantime, you folks might want to find some way to keep yourselves busy.
I suppose. Where are we anyway? I think he might know. I'll stick around here and help out.
This is your house, isn't it?
Yeah. The place where a boy became a hero. I'd have preferred different circumstances. I guess you could say that. I'm going to walk along the cliffs. Can't imagine what he must be thinking. It has to have been years since he's been here. Garrett and Venetia Mistral. He died 9 years ago, she passed away 7 years later. Both parents gone and nobody knows where the brother is.
Never knew my parents. I had one other family. I had other family who watched over me until I became Tasani's student.
He had nobody. Nobody but himself. I don't know how I feel about this, going into his house without him.
There's nothing else to do. Been a long time since anyone was here. There are still strong feelings here.
You mentioned something like that for Rana's room too. What kind of power is that?
Being able to detect lingering feelings in the air is a fairly advanced aspect of being psychic. So far I can only notice them if they are very powerful.
Given what little Cade has said about his time here, I'm not surprised you sense something, bud. What are you doing? Don't be going through their things. There's no need for that. I think this place has been deserted long enough so that it doesn't matter if I just take a quick look, B-Man. Read about Rain. I heard him and his friend talking about where to hide their stash. I'm not sure what they're talking about, but they sure got quiet when I came downstairs. Perhaps I'm being paranoid, and when I hear people in the village claiming their pockets have been picked, I can't help but assume the worst. Oh, Garrett, I wish you were still with us. I don't know what to do on my own. Cade worships Rain, and I worry he may start to repeat this kind of mischief. I just feel so helpless. No way, lady. Cade would never do something like that. Looks like there's only one delinquent in that family.
This family dealt with a lot of tragedy, Finley. Some people react to it differently than others.
Close that poor woman's journal and let's go. You rats. Oh, there were legions of rats in that necromancer's hall. Why are you skittish about them now? I'm very happy then either. In the guise of the Baron, I must not reveal weaknesses.
This must be where Cade slept. Pretty well furnished basement.
Looks like there's something in this drawer.
Note.
Rain, what did you do with the stash? I thought we were sunk when your mother came down to your room as we were talking about it. Still afraid to come back. Who wrote this? Brenda Cade's brother. There's another note in here, look. Hit it right in the cross, on the west side, toward the centre. Nobody would think to look there. What's he talking about? Not sure. Why didn't he give this note to his friend?
Perhaps he never got the chance.
Looks like there's some sort of small village down this path.
Don't sense anyone. It must be deserted.
The place is dead. Don't like it. Definitely something under here.
Well, all that money just sitting under these dead crops.
Not that much. Not for you, maybe. But for a young kid living in a farmhouse out in a place like this, it's a nice amount. I wonder how much Kate knows about this. What's up, Kate?
You know, Finley, I don't know why I came back here.
Well, you didn't really have a choice. The carriage had a rock and... No, that's not what I mean. Could have walked somewhere else. I don't want to come back here and see how dead everything is. Why did I do this to myself? You were hoping that your brother had come back here. What? Laurel told you that. Yeah. Pretty stupid, isn't it?
I don't think so. I think that you're still being able to have hope is a good sign.
It doesn't make sense. He left years ago. Why would he come back? But still, why did I let myself think he would come back? Why did I set myself up to be disappointed?
Sometimes people just want things that aren't realistic.
Still remember the first time I went to the beach. Big gathering of the Donners. We got there around the middle of the day, I guess. I spent most of the time building a sandcastle. Really big one. Why are you telling me this? I was so young. I didn't understand how the ocean worked. When the tide came in and destroyed the castle, I was so upset. I must have cried the whole way home. I was so excited while I was building it. I thought I could sell it and make a fortune. What? You thought you could sell a sandcastle? Hey man, I was just a kid. All my family ever talked about was making money. Maybe it's not too late. Let's rebuild one right now. Yeah, then we'll find Violet and the Blue Tide Estates give us an estimate on how much it's worth. Why stop there? Let's talk to Kovac and get it turned into the next Equipment King. Damn, that's funny. Now I've got to tell you about this crazy dream I had.
Can I help you? You know I'm here to meet with Kovac. Kindly step aside. He's actually having a meeting right now. I'm afraid you'll have to wait here until he's ready for you. I specifically told him that he needed to report to me 3 times a day. He's failed to do that even once. Get out of my way. Sorry, but I was specifically told to guard this door. There's a very sensitive discussion going on right now. We have a perfectly comfortable stool over there for you to sit on while you wait. Why do you trifle with me, wench? I'm just doing my job, madam. You work for Kovac. Kovac works for the people I represent. Therefore, you work for me. Now get out of the way. No, I don't see it that way. Have a seat. It won't kill you to wait a few minutes. Fine then.
So you understand your instructions? Yes, they are hardly complicated. Why no, I'm just making sure. Now, if you'll excuse me, the sun has already come up outside, and I must rest. I shall begin at dusk. Excellent. Once your store is complete, our arrangements has ended. I want to make sure you know that. we will see.
Kovac, your insolence staggers me.
What are you doing in here?
Oh. Why are you continually failing to keep me informed of your shenanigans? Mr. Kovac, I'm sorry, but she used some sort of illusionary spell on me. Trying to stop her.
Attacking my staff now. You're like a child throwing a tantrum. What is this? I can't move.
It's not real, Vic. Just ignore everything and focus on moving forward. You're not dealing with Ketsu anymore, you old fool. I will not tolerate disrespect, especially not from someone whose incompetence cost me 2 trusted allies. If you continue to defy me, I will make things very unpleasant for you and your staff. Are we clear?
Yes.
Good. I expect to see you this afternoon. I'm so sorry, sir. I couldn't stop her.
I also regret my failure to prevent this bit of nastiness. It's okay, friends. Our powers were unprecedented.
Find someone to deal with that wound.
It's not so bad. We'll play things her way, for now.
Finally here, huh? Longest carriage ride of all time.
Someday you may want to master the art of patience. Considering our accident, we still made good time.
So, Gino, this is the part where you really have a friend in town.
Am I that predictable? My old friend Cassie Castrelli has an armor shop here. I'm sure we can all stay there. She's a wonderful lady.
My goodness, Gino, how popular you are.
Hey, no need to be overdoing it. I've just done a lot of traveling in my life, that's all. I'll see you all in town.
I was actually trying to make a joke there, but I should have seen that coming.
Yeah, you should have.
Read a great deal about this area. Wonder if it's as dangerous as the authors made it sound.
The desert and all these mountains were notoriously unstable during Gallia's reign, and for a while after. Argatel is a new town, and seems to be an improvement. I doubt it would be the site of a new equipment king if it was as unsafe as Comrat used to be.
Can we get to town? I'll come into town soon. Just tending to the carriage a bit.
North Argatel, East Fairy Legislative Chambers.
Side quest really now?
Follow the road this way, we'll wind up turning north and head into the plains of Ruchel. Not much for us to do there. Not much down this way, except the ruins of Cormant. No need to go there. It's a bit depressing. We should get into costume before we go in here. The fairies probably know us best that way.
Wow, it's cozy in here. Hello, welcome to the fairy chambers. Can I help you?
We have some concerns we would like to discuss.
Okie dokie. Where are you folks from?
We've been on the road a lot lately, but we're from Port Arania.
Sweet. I'll have your representative meet you downstairs in the conference room. Feel free to head down there.
Music Crystal 2.0. 4 songs to choose from. Choose the ambience you want.
You're talking to the representative from Porterania. Tell her to sort the dossiers out. That's her job and she's been slacking. Drowned Stoic, eh? I know you guys. It's cool that you stopped by.
Hey, I was curious about something.
What's that?
How do you fairies tell each other apart? You don't seem to have any names and you all look the same.
Look the same. Listen, mister, I find that offensive. We always know who's who.
I wonder what you call each other if nobody has a name.
We're referred to by the places we represent. If someone wants to find me, they will ask for the representative from West Gallia.
Oh, interesting. I too had pondered that for a while. Thanks for the info.
No problem, Stoic. Enjoy your visit.
Note here says you need an appointment to go in.
This building looks small on the outside, but we built most of our facilities underground. Pretty sweet, right?
Not here yet. I guess we should just have a seat and wait for her.
Completely unimportant. I'm completely unimportant to the story. I'm just floating around here. This is only one section of our archives. There's more downstairs. I tell you, this job ain't what it used to be. You know what I can't stand? When people deliberately exploit loopholes in the election code. Then he says that he wants to change the zoning designation from an R40 to a HOD, except that he hasn't even filed it under the Catch Act. Yeah, I know. How can you have windows in a room that's underground? Well, they're fake. We painted them on.
Sign says these are the level 2 archives. Nobody is allowed admittance without a fairy. If we need anything in here, we can just ask our rep. Sewers? Nasty. I don't feel like going down there. Too many rats.
Hello, thanks for waiting. Just let me set the mood and then we can chat. Okay, well, this is an honour. I've been bragging for a while that Shroud and Stoic are my constituents. What brings you here?
I'll get right to it. As you probably know, the 4 of us have been doing a lot of adventuring. Frankly, I've been growing more and more concerned with the lack of resolve on the part of your group when it comes to protecting the fairies who are out in the field.
Can you detail some of the specific incidents that had you worried?
We were in that ice temple on the Isle of Algae, and there was a fairy who was frozen in an ice block. Let me repeat that. Frozen in an ice block? All because she didn't get the snow gear she asked for. What kind of outfit goes running here? There was another incident when we were in a necromancer's hideout in Millennia. One fairy said she had asked for additional holy water and never received it. Now she's being mutated by dark magic experimentation. We could go on, but by now you probably get the idea.
Sad part is I remember both of those appropriations bills. Wait, you all did try to help them, but the bills were vetoed by the chair? I love telepaths, that's especially right. That's exactly right.
What are you talking about?
We processed those requests from the field, and many others. We drafted those bills, but they never became law because the chair didn't sign them.
Well, your chair is full of crap. Send the stuff yourselves.
What? Go against the wishes of the chair?
He has a point. It seems clear you can't trust him to make good decisions for your field agents.
I don't understand.
Fairies are considered the most trustworthy creatures on Solist. The idea that one of them might act against the others is almost incomprehensible.
That's so interesting. That makes so much sense. You just think your leader knows something that you don't, but you're the one in the right. What are you saying?
Who is this chair? Would it be possible for us to meet her?
The chair is a representative from Monster Island. This is short notice, but I might be able to convince her.
That would be excellent.
Your office is on the first floor, to the right of the door to the main chamber. I'll meet you there. Poor thing, we really unnerved her.
Well, if they aren't able to talk some sense into this leader of theirs, maybe we can. Representative from Monster Island? Give me a break, is that even a real place? Indeed it is. It's an island directly east of Gallia that's swarming with dangerous creatures. Any fairy brave enough to serve there definitely deserves to be in charge of the others. Still, I have a bad feeling about this. Yeah, me too. This whole thing stinks real bad. Let's head up and see what else we can find out.
I think this door goes into the main chamber. I think we can only enter it by testifying before the registers. Here says she will see us. The famed Porterania heroes. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
We've been concerned lately about how poorly equipped the fairies have been in the field. We heard you were the one holding back all the appropriation spells. I urge you to change your methods if you want to see the fairies out there, if you want the fairies out there to survive.
I see. Well, you're not the first people to come in here and ask about that, but I'll give you my position. There has been way too much wasteful spending from the Congress in the past. When I was made chair, I promised to change that. Wasteful spending? There are lives in the balance here. There's always danger. Comes with this job. If we were to just give out resources to everyone who asked, we would go bankrupt. Besides, relying on the government for everything just makes a culture of dependency. We need to encourage resourcefulness.
Culture of dependency? Who else is supposed to look out for people's lives when they're in the dungeons?
Calm down. I gave you my answer.
Your answer sucks. Oh boy.
That's my position and I'm the chair. So if you don't like it, you can go to hell.
How rude. Think you can talk. We expect him to be rude. That kind of language from a fairy is unprecedented, though. They never curse.
That wasn't a fairy.
Yeah, no kidding. No true fairy would act like that.
No, I mean it was literally not a real fairy. It's an imposter.
What?
What's up? Why did you call me in here? Your chair is someone disguised as a fairy. I'm sure of it. Huh? The Lodite with transformative magic skills came into Porterania in the guise of an elf woman recently. You fooled us all. I sensed something at the time, but I couldn't figure out what it was. I just had that same feeling now. So, someone is using magic to masquerade as our leader. Gotta say, that makes a lot of sense.
Sounds like a solid theory to me. The question now is, how do we prove it? We would have to find some way to dispel the transformation. Some sort of magic must be able to do that.
Magic. Or a potion. The ingredients for one like that should be in the archives.
Nice. Where are those?
Downstairs, across from the conference room. I'll go have a look now.
She came on board fast. That's the nice thing about fairies. Sometimes they're slow on the uptake, but once they understand what's going on, you can't find people more useful.
Over here, guys.
Found a potion recipe already?
Yeah, this is a pretty basic dispel potion. Let's look at these ingredients. Some of this is quite simple. That's true. And this is my plan. You guys head over to Argatel and pick up some of these basic ingredients. I should be able to find the more obscure stuff in storage. Here's a list of what you should get. Also, here's some scratch if you're short, but don't spend it on anything else or we're out of luck. Now go forth and purchase.
Three spouts, 4 angelfish, 2 radishes, and an aircorn. Well, some spicy meatball. That's a lot. Wow, someplace. Never a dull moment. So how are we supposed to track down this Chimeran guy? We don't even really know what he looks like. Normally it would be hard, but we have a secret weapon. Huh? What secret weapon?
It means me.
Time to put those skills to the test. You up for it?
I'd be lying if I said it wouldn't sound fun.
It's gonna be awesome. Mind spying. This can't be ethical, and I guess as long as we don't reveal anything personal about any of these people, no harm done.
Where is Coleman in hiding? You did Laura's mind reading skill to figure out the answers from the locals. I guess you could just ask, this is Wade Corner. Here's how it works. Activate Laura's psychic powers, hit the Z button. When there are noise in the mind reading icon will appear in the upper left corner of the screen. Then you'll be able to walk up to anyone around town and find out what they're thinking. Neato. When you're tired of that and you just want to talk to people more, you hit the Z button again. You can go back and forth as much as you want. As you want until you have all the information. I'll be chilling around here. Talk to me if you forget how to do it. Happy intruder? Happy intruder. Guess it's up to me.
Heal. two angelfish. Not much else though. Stock the same quality items you'd get from anywhere else. Right, I'm sending bags of sand. Get the sand here. You dirty little damn crooks. Trying to run me out of business, will you? Not a satisfied customer. You bastards ignore me. I will see you over there when they have a few less chess pieces. You, Gino's friend? Yeah, Cassie Castrelli. Nice to meet you all. You must be the folks you came into town with. Indeed. Now that we're introduced, I have a quick request. What's that? May I borrow your gun for a few seconds? Well, I suppose so. That's the spirit. Pretty fun, isn't it, B-Man? You know, it really is. Gino tells me you work in the armor business. Come on inside if you want to have a look at my selection. Watch out, McGinn. There. The news, everyone! Cassie's gonna let us stay upstairs. Plenty of room for us all. I'll start working on making some new equipment tomorrow after I've slept. That carriage ride was a bit hard on me. You can still look over my old wares, though. This feels smaller and smaller these days. I keep recipes and such behind if you want to see those. What a lovely lady. Surely one of you gentlemen would like to purchase a piece of jewellery worthy of it. Sure, why not? What would you like, girl? Don't trouble yourself. These robes and armour are heavy enough. Don't need anything like that. Like if you change your mind. Looks like someone's master is off doing something else. Let's scout weapons. Check them out here. Expensive. I don't think I could break after about a minute of combat. Sheep-handed business types that ruin the economy. Tea business. Can you please try something at least a little original? Okay, how about go sit on that cactus? Oh, burned. Hey, do you even know how you're dealing with your two-bit phone? Sort us again in your eat-led salad. Stop it, all of you. I can't take any more of this macho talk. Relive your childhood and check out some of my antique toys. Welcome to Gobble Stuff, Shopper Stuff. They got your rugs, your clothes, your boxes, you name it. Sit down, have a bite to eat. Do you love your spouse? Prove it. Prove it with material goods. Holy crap. Algae Lily. Algae Lily you have there? They have those on back orders for months. Be willing to part with it, I'll make it worth a while. Thanks man, in return you can have this. Mine looks at you and gestures toward the meat on his counter. Fresh fish, I catch 'em, you buy 'em. To the ends of the hills. Come and get your veggies. Straight from Pelton. Alright. 3 sprouts. 2 radish. Here corn. Where do I get the spicy meatball? Am I gonna have to wait till after the argatel stuff? Probably. Alrighty. Just wonder. I need to take time to learn the language at some point. I would surely sell much more meat. Okay then. Don't want to get too far into the stuff in this town. So we'll end it there for today. We'll be back tomorrow with more. For now then. Bye.